Alright, here is part 2 of doing the blower motor. The heater. So, we got one more thing to wire up in there. I did a little bit of work outside of the video, but might as well have you guys enjoy the part of me electrocuting myself. It's raining outside, but you know, I don't care really, if I'm gonna be quite honest with you. Yep, that's the wrong wire. Alright. So I know I've done everything right on it, I think. Maybe, we'll find out the hard way. Yes, I'm using one of the screw connectors because I don't feel like fully making everything solid quite yet. But, yeah. You got orange to orange, brown to yellow, because I'm pretty sure if I run back up the whole length of the thing, it'll tell me that, it'll show me that it's actually brown going to yellow. I've had that happen before in this truck. And I also have blue to blue, so the only oddball in here is just brown. So, theoretically, if we go on and turn on the inside of the cab here, I have everything off, by the way. You can faintly hear it. You can faintly hear it. Actually hear it out here. So, I've discovered an issue though. Doesn't matter if I have a switch or anything, at least as far as I know. My blower motor is going at all times. I mean, hell, it's got some good wind to it too. Only problem is, I'm having issues with it, not wanting to, shut off. It's the only problem I'm having right now. It's really pissing me off. So yes, I did do a little bit of outside work to this, and I actually got the blower motor up and going. However, it's kind of hot. Ooh, those are actually really hot. Those coils are kind of hot. So, I don't know what's going on here, but maybe if I disconnect this part here. Yeah. So if I have this part disconnected, it, shuts off the fan. When I put it back on, it turns the fan back on. I have no clue what's going on here. But something's telling me that a wire's not supposed to be going somewhere. So, we can, in this part too, figure that out. But, I'd rather do it when I have a little bit more light and all that. So, here's part 2. It's very short, very sweet. Well, it's not very short, because I'm probably gonna put the dash back together while you guys are watching, so we'll do that. Battery's almost dead. So yeah, let me put the light inside the cab and let's watch me put the dash back together slowly but surely. And we'll come back to the wiring tomorrow. Maybe. Who knows? So, yeah. Let's get part 2 go. Let's get this stuff back together here. So, as you can see, this is what the dash on an old Chevy looks like when you don't have the pad on there. That's some light. Yeah, kind of cool, isn't it? So, let's put you guys somewhere where you guys can actually see, hopefully, me putting the dash back together, maybe. Oh. It's also kind of cold outside, so we'll shut the door. Ah, yes, rain pitter-pattering. Oh, man. Yeah, if you guys have any suggestions in the comments what may be wrong, that'd be very helpful. I'm really not that stuck, per se. It would definitely help if I got at least some knowledge from other people of what they think might be wrong. Because I'm a little stunned, so. But this is kind of a no-brainer that I'm a little stunned. Alrighty. So, here's the dash. So actually, you really have to, like, finagle it up inside there. Oh, come on, baby. You really have to, like, kind of get it really in there. It's tricky. I hated doing the dash on this thing all the time. Let me just make sure. Oh, come on. There we go. Fuck. Okay. It'll be fine. Oh, piss. Okay, well. Alright, this is gonna be a pain. There she goes. Alright. Now, if everything's set right, which probably didn't, because, story of my life, but find out. Okay. Sometimes we gotta get it manually set, It's kind of the way she goes. Did I leave my screwdriver in here? Hope so. I don't feel like getting out of the cat. There it is. Alrighty. You guys, making sure you guys are still over there. Don't want you guys falling out of here. That'd be no bueno. Fogging out the windows in the old Chevy. I was willing, but she was ready. So we settled for a burger and a grape snow cone. Dropped her off early, but I didn't go home. I know YouTube's gonna copyright me on that one, but you know what? I'm a small channel. They shouldn't do anything to me. If they do, then, well, we have problems. Are these even the right bolts? Hang on. How many bolts did I drop on the ground is the question. On the ground, but on the floor of the cab. There's one there. I was gonna put the RPM gauge back up here too. And oh, there's 2 screws hiding back here too. Oh, story of my life. Okay. All right, let's get back to this. Stop humming. Yeah, I love doing this stuff. This old stuff's fun, but it may seem crazy, but sometimes this old truck can really, really make me mad. Don't get me wrong, I love old Chevys. Love them to death. But, man, it can be a pain sometimes. I know I'm going to get one comment, oh, why didn't you buy a Ford? Those are a whole different animal that has different problems. I'm not willing to sacrifice an old square body for something Ford. Well, that's an old dent side, but even then, I ain't sacrificing this old truck. This old truck has been there for pretty much my whole life. Kind of just been there in the background of all my life. I mean, heck, it was the first ever vehicle I ever worked on in my life, so. Okay, this water dropping is really driving me nuts. There we go. Much better. Square body stuff. Square body you can't go wrong with. I mean, they're old Chevs. Old Chevs are nice. Sorry, I just completely blinded you guys. That's not bad. There's one screw there. I need to get more dash screws, I swear. I just need to complete the whole dash at this point. Every single day that I'm working on this thing, working on its dash, I get a few more screws more missing. It's like crap. That one there, so which means we got those two there, which are going to be holding something else on there. And this one will go into which hole? Not that one. It'll go in this one. Which hole? Story of my life. Oh boy. Alrighty. Alright. For these last few screws, I put you guys in closer, look-see. I just got to set this one piece in place, and then we'll go from there. I mean, setting it in place, I don't mean, setting it in place incorrectly, because that would just look wrong. Now we had to, I forgot the RPM gauge is also hanging down. So we'll probably do that while we're in here as well. While we're doing all this shenanigans, we'll put the RPM gauge back in there too. Don't worry guys, I'm not threading them completely in there now. Before you guys lose your minds, like, oh, he said he was going to show us the process of putting that on, and he's not showing us. What the heck? Don't worry guys, don't. Just calm down your horses, hold your horses. Oh boy, okay, and maybe. There we go. All right, guys. Time to be in closer proximity. Guys comfortable? I'm not. All right. Gonna watch me do this side right here. Set this screw in just snugly. Perfect. This one over here next. Just like that. You guys sit in. Oh yeah, I forgot that's not gonna be a viable size. Okay. All right. Now, we gotta set the RPM gauge. Oh, great. So, if I get lucky, I'm only doing this with one hand though, so it might get a little tricky and out of hand. I'm only gonna use the one hand. You guys get to stare at a bow tie for a little bit while I loosen this thing up. Am I tightening or loosening? I am very much tightening. Oops. So this is an old hot rodders trick that I was taught by my grandpa, where he learned from his dad with the old RPM gauge, because these things are aftermarket in these old trucks. They didn't start. I haven't seen them being implemented until like 1976, 77 maybe, when you put the RPM gauges inside there. So all right, you guys are just kind of gonna set. Maybe, okay. You guys are going back over here. Well, first off, don't do that. That's kind of stun behavior. Remember, we don't want to be too stunned when we're doing this. Alrighty. Perfect. We'll just use my fingers to tighten it. And you know what? I'll use a wrench on it later when I decide to come back out here when it's not so cold. But yeah. So, there's the dash pad, not that dash pad, the dash face. I wish I could still figure that out, but it's fine. So, while we're sitting here, we're gonna put this guy in here. Maybe, there you go. And this guy in here, just like so. We got the selector over here. And then we got the old volume. Awesome, isn't it? Thing about it, though, we already got a nice stereo in here anyway, so, yeah. Well, yeah, thanks for joining me in this fiasco. Not so much fun at all. Snow, whatnot. I'd be really mad. I would be really mad. Yeah, like, subscribe, do all the things YouTube wants you to do, and, well, y'all, I'll catch you in the next one whenever I can. I got water dripped on me. All right, well, yeah, y'all have a good night.